Top of the top, y'all. Early in the morning action, y'all. Top of the top. We got Hank McCoy in the building. We got DMW Shots up in the building. We got the great Smitty Blow Dollars in the building. We got Cosmology Bay in the building. We got Always a Queen in the building. Dog Soldier is up early in the morning, y'all. How y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling today? I told y'all we're going to start it off 3 Ds. Discipline, determination, and dedication. And that's how we're going to get it started. How everybody feeling this morning on this great day? How's everybody feeling this morning on this great day? We got some things to cover this morning. Great day. Great week. I hope everybody's having a good day. I know y'all up and alive because y'all here talking to me right now. But we're going to try something different. A lot of y'all feel as though I wasn't going to be here at 7 o'clock. You dig what I'm saying? Kill 22, I see you. Everybody thought I wasn't going to be here this morning. But nah, I told myself this is something that I got to do. I got a mission. I got a straight up mission and I'm going to stick to it. So appreciate y'all for coming to the first episode of the Big Dice Wake the Fuck Up show. Like I said, it's not about waking up because we all got to get up, but it's about waking up. It's all time for us to wake up, especially if you're an adult. We're going to be doing the current affairs. We're going to be joking out. We're going to be playing. We're going to have open guests. We're going to have people popping up. But we're going to try to start the day off better. I'm trying to switch my energy, y'all. I notice when it comes to energy and frequency, it's good times to move, it's bad times to move, just like it's good times to go to work, like early in the morning, like now. When you're getting up now to go to work, good time is great. The sun is coming up, whether it's raining, it's the top of the day. Everybody's getting started. But at the end of the night, when it starts getting dreary, it starts getting real dreary, when it starts getting gloomy and muggy and stuff like that, that's where all the mishap come. That's where all the craziness come. That's where all the negativity come from. So I decided that if I pop up early in the morning at the God hour, when people are getting themselves together and on the way to work, I could be part of the first things that uplift people and get people straight out the door on a positive note. Instead of waking up, going out the door, holding something that could have went down from yesterday, something could have went down from over the weekend, something that you could have had on your head from last week. We trying to clear all that shit out and restart the system. That's what I'm working on, and I hope y'all can work on that, and I hope we can do it together. Let's go. Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything that exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Yeah, facts of life. They got some things going on that they don't want to tell us about. I've been paying attention to some things that's been happening. I've been doing some of my own research. And I've been doing research on things, quote unquote, that I think that will be informative to us, powerful to us, and have us a step ahead of a lot of people. You dig? We got to be always on top. We got to be on point. We got to be on point. We got to be on point like a number 2 pencil on test day. You know, back in the days when you came to school early in the morning, they told you they wouldn't even allow you to take the test. You wouldn't even be allowed to take the test if you did not have the correct number 2 pencil. The reason why they said that is you can come to school with a pencil, but if it didn't have that number 2 lead, that was known to distinctively stay on that paper and stain it and pop it, for all the times that it was going through to be scanned. Because remember, back in the days, certain things had to stay. Everything wasn't computers back in the days, it was handheld. But now today, we got computers doing everything for us. Computers is running this computer that I got right now. Computers is running this technology that we got right now. A lot of computers is dealing with our cell phones, our internets. Shit, a lot of computers today is even dealing with our cars, pertaining to our navigation systems. Everybody has a navigational system. If you don't have one in your car, you have one on your phone. You have a navigational system, an app on your phone that can descriptively instruct you how to go physically and orderly for you to go a certain place that you're trying to get to. Cosmology says some individuals believe by blowing out someone else's candle will make their lights brighter. That's a fact. That's a fact. And the sad part is, if you blow somebody else's candle out and you're in the room with them or in the presence of them, that's going to be darker. It's no way in hell that can be lighter. That's 100% facts. That's 100% facts. That's 100% facts. But the bug part about it is, I don't know if y'all up on what's going on. How many of y'all in here can go a day without y'all cell phone? Matter of fact, how many of y'all in here can go a month without your cell phone? How many can go a week? Are there any people in here right now that can go a week without their cell phone? Matter of fact, are there any people up this morning that can go a week without internet? Because, that cable we watch, that Netflix, that Fubu, that Netflix, that Roku, you know what I'm saying, that Tubi, you know what I'm saying? Nerd said he hasn't had a phone in 3 weeks. I don't know if you done tried to get off the grid of the earth, or you trying to be invisible, or you just tired of people calling you, or you just don't want to talk right now. But it has to be a reason why you don't have a phone in 3 weeks. Number one, you got a computer, so you got electricity. So that's still, quote unquote, the internet. How many of y'all feel as though that y'all can handle it without the internet? DMW Shots, I see you in the building. How many of y'all feel as though that y'all can go a month without the internet? Well, I got something for y'all. I don't know if y'all know about this. Check this out. Because they saying that internet, we might be shut down.
All right, so look, this is pretty alarming. We talked about this before. NASA is working right now to prevent an internet apocalypse.
Say it ain't so, Brandon.
I would like to say it isn't, but NASA is saying that this is a possibility. They actually launched a probe 5 years ago, which went close to the surface of the sun, and they're just now getting back some data. They're concerned that a solar storm could cause a worldwide internet blackout for months. Even years.
What?
So those storms can wreak havoc on satellites and electrical grids. The hope is that
if you notice what he said,
electrical grids.
I want y'all to pay attention to what they're saying, because I didn't want that to slide past y'all. Because he said it, he was talking very high in volume. He said, yes, we could probably do it for months and years. If you notice to what he said months real high and years. Pay attention to what's going on, y'all.
The hope is that the data from the solar probe mission will help them predict solar storms in the future and prevent any internet interruption. Now, a lot of people, you can't leave the house or stay in your house or do anything without the internet, because it's on your phone, it's on your TV, your tablets.
This is awful.
This is worse than Y2K.
Why? Okay. So where are we now? I mean, I know you don't have all the answers, and I'm so sorry to put. I mean, I am actually panicking just a little bit.
Right.
They are hopeful that they can stop this.
Yes.
But this is a real possibility.
Yeah.
That we won't have internet for months or years.
So I'll
years.
This much.
Oh, we do.
Maybe not go down rabbit holes as much and interact with our fellow neighbors and people like we used to back before the internet was really popular.
Oh, don't tell me you're pro-internet apocalypse.
I'm not pro-internet apocalypse. I am just saying, if something this bad does happen,
this is awful.
What can we do to make the most of it?
Nothing. That's it. It's a wrap for us all. Really? I mean,
wrap?
It's
Now you see how ignorant she makes us look? KBK Crypto, appreciate you for pulling up. Do you see how ignorant she makes us look? Not trying to sound funny. This has nothing to do with nothing. But do you see how ignorant she makes us look? Look how they make our women of color be ostracized. Listen to her. Check her attitude. Check her whole description out. She seemed like she in the park.
Really? I mean, it's done.
A wrap.
Put a fork in us. We are done. Yeah.
I might as well just find a house with an internet bunker where I can just hang out and...
What would you do with no internet?
Hang out with my family and hang out with my neighbors and grill out and...
Did you hear that great answer he said? Pamela Godson, I see you in the building. Salute. Did you hear the answer that he just said. Now, unfortunately, a lot of times the shots are thrown at us men for being immature. We're supposed to be the ones that's the immature ones. We don't care about nothing. We're just there for the moment. Do you understand how the young lady was acting? She was making it seem like she was about to have a dire heart attack. Oh my God, we can't do this. Oh God, what do you mean? It's going to be over. What are we going to do? And she asked the most important question, and he answered this shit with the most smoothest answer. What are we going to do, people, if the internet goes down completely? They said that it might be a couple of months. Then they said it might even go into years. So what we gonna do then? What are we gonna do then? And the most remarkable answer he said is, spend time with our families, folks. Do you notice these computers? We got houses now full of people. Say we got a big house. We got a mother, father. We got 2 children. We got 3 children. So we got 3 rooms. We have 3 rooms with people that are not paying attention to each other. We got one that's watching television. We got one that's listening to music. We got one that's downloading. We got one that's on Facebook. We got one that's on Instagram. But there's no interaction amongst us as families. Smitty Blow Dollars in the building. Peace. Up for score. I see you in the building. We have no interaction. We're not even used to this. Check this out, y'all. In this day and time, we are not even used to enjoying each other as human beings. We give more light and attention to cell phones and computers. The minute you drop your cell phone, the first thing you want to do is go get it fixed. First thing you want to do is get it fixed. Let's go.
Football around. Oh, really? Okay.
Exactamundo.
Watch some movies.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Would all that stuff still work?
I still got Blu-rays. I got DVDs.
You have a DVD player?
Yeah.
Well, that's saying something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Call me a dinosaur if you want to.
I mean, our worlds have been made so much better.
Right.
Obviously, with the internet. I mean, just information at our fingertips.
I get that.
Do you even know?
How many of y'all agree with that? How many of y'all agree with that? Yo, I'm really kind of getting disgusted watching her. Because number one, this just seemed like somebody they got out of St. John's Park and put a dress on her. The interaction, the intelligence, it's really turning me off. What are you gonna do? He said, you know what? I'm gonna watch some movies. She got arrogant, aggressive. What you mean? How you gonna watch movies if it's no internet? He said, because I still have a D-Ray. How many of you people still have y'all Blu-rays? How many of you people still have your DVDs? Pay attention to this. How many of y'all still have Blu-rays and still have DVDs? The man said he's going to get to enjoy his family, y'all. He going to get to enjoy his family. Always a queen said, I still got mine. I still got mine. You see what Dog Soldier said, still got ours, see? Cuba, the Bronx, I see you in the building, beloved. He said, I still got my track because you know why? We're older and we were prepared how to deal with things. They're teaching our children now to be dependency. To be dependent on computers. They're killing us right now. The same way we survived growing up, they're not even allowing us to raise our children to survive. We can't even what? Discipline our children without the problem of police or cheat CPS or someone that might be envious of us calling Child Protective Service and reporting it as abuse, because there's an abuse and then there's a discipline. It's a discipline that has to be instilled. You dig what I'm saying? Let's get into this work.
How to use an encyclopedia?
Time to invest in an encyclopedia. Time to invest in a dictionary.
Awful.
You know.
That's awful.
But we've been here before.
No, who is we?
She's lazy.
When I was in school,
She's very lazy.
I never had a laptop or a computer until I was maybe like 26.
How?
Yeah.
What do you wait? What do you mean?
So
listen to her information, y'all. Listen how she interacts with him.
We didn't have internet.
But internet was it existed.
It existed. Yeah.
Okay. Well then, right.
Like I'd have to go to my mom's job. I'd have to go to a friend's house if I wanted to use internet. But I didn't personally own a computer until I was like 26 years old. So I've been alive longer without access to a computer than I have with.
Right. But I just feel like you're making it like there was no internet. You just didn't have access to it. That's a different thing. It was around, so your life was still being made better by the invention of the internet, is what I'm saying.
Right.
So you didn't have a time
I understand what
without
you're saying. Yeah, I understand. I understand what you're saying.
I feel like I can.
If y'all notice, he's upset. Always a Queen said, I got a ton of books. If y'all notice, he's upset. He is sitting there talking to her, and she's giving him every reason why he's not making no sense, and he's making great deals of sense. Like he said, rest in peace to my mother. He said, I have encyclopedias. I have books. We have dictionaries. We have ways that we obtain information before the laziness was impeded on us with this computer. That's all it says, is laziness. All it is laziness, even to the fact of remote controls. Back in the days, our grandparents, our great-grandparents, they didn't have these fancy controls that can turn the television on and off. They didn't have these fancy controls when it came from turning the channels to this and that. But now we got everything. We got Wi-Fi. We got Siri. We got everything. We got Alexa. Anything possible we got to help us work.
Take it down a few notches.
But we're getting lazy.
I think we'll be fine. Mario, on the other hand.
Lola, I see you.
How are we gonna watch endless Beyonce videos and?
We can make our own Beyonce videos. What's gonna happen to TikTok? We can go outside and hang out with our friends and like, hey, remember that time we were dancing to Beyonce on our boom boxes?
I hate this conversation. Wow, I feel like you should be more up in arms about an internet apocalypse, but that's just.
We survived a pandemic. We can survive an internet apocalypse.
We survived the pandemic because we had the internet.
No.
People, it wasn't.
No.
It wasn't a good resources for them.
But they were still enjoying themselves at the time.
Yeah.
Shopping and watching whatever they were watching.
You can go to Target, TJ Maxx, bring some Depends.
Go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that, y'all? Did y'all see that? She said that when the pandemic came, we still could go shopping. Who the hell was allowed to go outside during the pandemic? Who was allowed to go outside during the pandemic? She said they were shopping. Pay attention to the mentality of her. She's trying to express to him how he's acting too nonchalant pertaining to the internet collapsing. He's telling her, yo, there's things we can do. There's things we can do. She's like, no, we can't. No, we can't. No, we can't. Danny looks in the building. Danny said, yo, she sounds ignorant as hell. Always a Queen, right? That's when they got their money. Online shopping sales skyrocketed. Ain't nobody wasn't going outside during no damn pandemic. The only reason why I was allowed outside during the pandemic, respectfully, is because our job, because I was working at Walmart distribution then, and our job wrote letters. They actually had letters printed up. Pay attention to this. They had letters printed up that all the employees had to have, and we had to have these letters in our vehicles in case we were stopped by police, by state troopers. Now, you want to tell you, now that let me know right there how, quote unquote, something was funny. They told us, quote unquote, we got this pandemic that's killing everybody, destroying everybody. We need you to sit in the house because we don't want germs transferred. Y'all remember that? This is what they said. We don't want germs transferred. But see, down here in the South, we got Walmart distribution. We got Sanderson's Farm, chicken plant. We got the House of Rayford, chicken plant. We got Smithfield, the largest pork plant in the world. But what these people were thinking about was that product that had to get out. Them chickens, them hogs, that beef. So what they did is they went around the system and gave letters. Letters. They said, fuck it. Letters. We're going to give them letters. Big Hank said he worked outside all pandemic. Down here, Hank, they told us to sit your ass down and wait for that unemployment. At the beginning of the pandemic, they didn't really, you know what I'm saying, let us know. They wasn't so, either they kept the information from us purposely or they weren't totally informed themselves to give us the information that we all needed. But it was a ghost town down here. It was literally a ghost town down here. And the part that I didn't understand, if we was worried about this worldwide pandemic pertaining to germs, it was just all forgotten about for food. We didn't see movies pertaining to apocalypse and stuff like that. Right or wrong? I Am Legend with Will Smith. We seen movies pertaining to apocalypse where the stores that was there was left with the things that was in the store. If you notice, Will Smith was walking around in I Am Legend, going through grocery stores, going through department stores. He's going through everything for canned food. For canned food. Remember that? Remember Will Smith, he was looking through stuff, going through purpose, and he only traveled during the day when the sun was out. Him, his trusted dog, his AR-15, and his 45 during the day when his sun was out. Because what was he searching for during them days? Food. Food. He was searching for food. Remember when he was out there with his dog? He was out there hunting. Remember that? He was out there with his dog trying to catch deers. Remember that? So what are y'all going to do? Like right now, let me ask y'all something. Right now, if this computer was the cutoff right now, if your cell phone is the cutoff right now, what are you going to do? What, y'all too bougie to go back to the quote-unquote rotary phone? Remember when Grandma and them was alive? When Big Mama and them was alive, it was a... But when the cell phone came out, they told us to program the phone number and put a name next to it and press send. Ain't this some shit? How many of y'all know the people that's most important to you, phone numbers, by heart? I remember when I was younger, my mother told me to make sure that I knew our house number, my grandmother's number, and I was so young when they started preparing me for things like this. Even the babysitter, rest in peace to Miss Betsy. These are things that we had to do ourselves. Memory does not have anything to do with internet or electronics. You see that? Always a queen said, no lie, I don't, because we are not even, you don't notice that they'd be like, if you lose your phone or if you leave your phone home, you could be with somebody else and you got to call somebody and they'd be like, here, use my phone. And you'd be like, oh, I don't know the number. You could have been called this person 1,000 times, but you never took the time to dial the number. So back in the days when we took our time to dial them numbers with them rotary phones, You know, in them phones with them long 1,000-foot cords, we took our time to press them numbers. At the same time, we were memorizing and programming ourselves to be informative. We was having our own file cabinets inside of our brain. Dunbars, I see you in the building. We had our own file cabinets. But then when they gave us that cell phone, I believe they started dumbing us out. I believe they literally started dumbing us out. Let somebody leave the house and they ain't got their cell phone. Oh my God, I gotta go back. I gotta go get my phone. I gotta go get my phone. You could be running late. You could be going on the way to a job interview. The hospital could have called you and told you somebody is in the hospital and they need you right then and there. You could be running out your house. You will stop to go to that hospital to run back to your house to get that cell phone. How many people in here have done that? How many people in here have done that? You're on your way to work. You're on your way to job. You're on your way to a dinner. You're on your way to your friend's house. And you get somewhere up down the road and you get to looking for that cell phone and that cell phone is gone. How many people just gonna turn around? Fuck it. Fuck the fact you might be late for whatever event you got going on. How many of y'all have turned around just for that cell phone? How many of y'all, when y'all came home, the first thing y'all did is got on the computer? Angie, baby, I see you. Always a queen raised her hand. She said, I did it. Because they're programming us, y'all. We fucked up. We programmed and we don't even know it. Quick Vic, I see you in the morning. Salute. See, I know when I got to get the good people to come out. Cuba said, please, let's not talk about a long telephone cord. That shit was a mean weapon back in the days. You ain't never lied. Because me, quote unquote, my mother wouldn't let me stay on the phone all night. So this is what I did, y'all. I went up to Utica and Lincoln to the 99-cent store. Remember back in the days when them 99-cent stores popped up? I went right up to Utica and Lincoln, the 99-cent store that was right across the street from Three Guys on Utica and Union, right up the block from Woolworth, if anybody's familiar with Crown Heights. And I got me that 1,000-foot phone cord. I got that 1,000-foot phone cord. And then who did this? The minute your moms get home, you might not even be home. She followed that damn cord all the way to the back. And the first thing my mother asked me was, who the hell told you to buy this goddamn long ass cord? Was that just me? Because my mother was a gangster. I ain't gonna front, y'all. My mother was a gangster. She tried to get a little bougie and bought a cordless phone. I never forget, the first cordless phone we bought was a Panasonic 4 gigabytes cordless phone. But she would keep the cordless phone in her room. See, remember back in the days, the cordless phone was in one room, and then you had the other phone that was in the living room or in the kitchen with that 1,000-foot cord. Chevy Dave, I see you in the building. Am I lying? DMW said, I personally have been working on memorizing more phone numbers. You have to exercise that muscle or it becomes useless. Just like they told us to do what? To read. When you read continuously, that's what? Exercising the muscle in your brain. ABG, I see you in the building. Big Brooklyn in here. Remember that? This is how we exercise our brain. Sitting up reading. They say if you want to hide something from black people, what did they tell y'all to do? Cutthroat Entertainment, I see you in the building. They say if you want to hide something from a black person, what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do, y'all? Put it in a book. Put it in a book. They say them niggas ain't gonna read. Them niggas ain't gonna read. That's how they've been fooling us for years. Put the book right in front of you. Put the encyclopedia right in front of you. Put the library right in front of you. But they make it appear to be uninteresting to us because of the other things they programmed us to be interested in. Beepers, cell phones, entertainment. How many people need a motherfucking iPad? First of all, they made sure that they got their slickness out. They bamboozled us quicker. You know how they bamboozled us? Because we lazy. Because we lazy. They fucked us up so bad, we made it seem like we didn't have ways to communicate if we was outside. Yes, we did, because we had payphones. Yes, we did, because we had payphones. Y'all forgot about that. Let me tell you this. Then they might say, well, you need a cell phone just in case you might have to call the police. Or you might have to call what? The fire department. They eliminated that too. On every corner, there was a red pole that had a blue clip that you would press directly to talk to the police. And then there was a red clip that you would press to directly talk to the fire department. They got rid of all that. They got rid of all of that. They got rid of all of that. You know why? Because they're programming us to be lazy. Do you notice what it's tore us up to when it came to this laziness? How they programmed us to be lazy? You know what else changed with us? Our weight, our health. Because all of a sudden now we're dealing with a bunch of people, from babies to adults, that are dealing with obesity because we have became very lazy. We became very lazy. You notice that? We became lazy, y'all. Not me, not just you, not just Pamela, not just Angie, not Cutthroat, not ABG, not Dog Soldier, not Danny, not Blow Dollars. Everybody in here, we have became lazy, y'all. We became lazy. And they did it so smoothly. They came with the beepers. Remember them beepers? When them beepers came out, you couldn't tell us nothing. When the beepers came out, they couldn't tell us nothing. When them cell phones came out, they couldn't tell us nothing. When the bootleg cell phones came out, they couldn't tell us nothing. Pay attention to this. All over the world, there were groups of people that were selling cell phones that all you had to do is pay for it one time, and them shits would last for 3 months, 6 months, maybe a year. Y'all don't see what they did to us? What's that movie with Samuel L. Jackson? When they was giving out all the cell phones. Remember they was giving out all the cell phones? Then when they gave out all these cell phones at one particular time, what was supposed to happen? After they gave these cell phones out at one particular time, what was supposed to happen, y'all? They were supposed to release secret frequencies, high-pitched frequencies, to come through this cell phone that was supposed to what? Hypnotize everyone and turn them at war with each other. Trying to remember the name of the movie, man. Trying to name of the movie, man. It was Samuel L. Jackson. Then at the end of the movie, they went somewhere where the lady had a restaurant with mechanical dogs. Pay attention to this. She had mechanical dogs that were controlled by the internet. What's the name of that movie, Hank? I know you know the name of the movie I'm talking about, man. He right, they were straight zombies, man. Facts of life. Everybody on the phone, chilling, having a good time. They doing all these type of promotions for these free cell phones, and they're telling you, check what they did. They even telling us now. They doing the shit now. But y'all not paying attention. They doing it now, but they're not paying attention. What are all the biggest cell phone companies doing now? Shaq, salute. Shout out to Blow Dollars. He said, yo, we needed this, man. It's time to wake the fuck up, y'all. Think about this. They doing it to us right now and y'all not even paying attention to this. You don't notice what AT&T is doing. You don't notice what T-Mobile is doing. You don't notice what Verizon is doing. Pay attention. They're giving out that new iPhone 15 now. They're telling you whatever phone you bring in, long as it's an iPhone, now they're saying they don't give a fuck if it's an iPhone or not. Long as it's a smartphone. They're saying whatever way you bring that phone in, whether it's cracked, pay attention, whether it's cracked, whether it's inoperative, whether the face is falling off, they're telling you if you bring that phone into us, pay attention. If you bring that phone, if you bring your cell phone into us, bring that cell phone to us, we're going to give you a brand new one. We're going to give you a brand new one with more gigabytes. We're going to give you a brand new one with more frequency. But pay attention to this. We're going to give you something else, a brand new device to be interested in. It's just like when we was kids. They've been programming us since we were children. Fellas, I'm talking to the fellas right now. They've been programming us since we were children. From Intellivision, Atari 5200, ColecoVision, Atari 2600, Sega Genesis, Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox. Don't y'all know the PlayStation and the Xbox now is a fucking computer? Y'all don't want to hear the truth. If y'all don't want to hear the truth, I'll leave. But the PlayStation and the Xbox is a computer. My man Hank said, we saw lights in the sky the other night. Come to find out, it was the government dropping satellites in the air for faster web transfers, and it looked like aliens. The PS3 is a supercomputer. That's a fact, nerd. They fucked us all up. And they fucked us up, like Hank said, because these mobile devices are tracking devices. Even this computer I'm getting on right now, they said every time that you cut on your computer, that built-in camera that's built into your computer simultaneously takes a photograph of your face. Simultaneously locks the pixels in your face pertaining to everything that you go to. Look how dangerous this is. If I decide to cut all the hair off my face and I cut on my computer, it's going to automatically capture the pixels of my face. If I decide to grow my hair out like I'm doing now, the minute I cut on this computer, it's taking a picture of my pixels on my face. It's taking a computer of the pixels of the description of the face, the bone structures of the face, the way my eyes are, the way my eyebrows are, the way my nostrils are, the way my mouth is. This is an effect. And it's too fucking late. It's too late. They know what they was doing to us, man. Because you know, want to hear something funny? And this goes out to everybody. Black, white, Japanese, Bayesian, Belizean, Jamaican, Trinidadian, Guyanese, Puerto Rican, Dominican, any type of Russian, any type of nationality you come to. You know what we all... Let me ask y'all something. What is the same thing that we all got in common, y'all? You see what ABG said? Anything, Instagram, Facebook, it's all programmed. That's why I don't deal with that shit. What do we all have in common, though? Cosmology said, go check out the movie called Signal. We got Bacardi Artie in the building. Yeah! You know what I'm saying? They got us fucked up. They got us fucked up. Think about that. If you drop that cell phone, the first thing you don't want to hear is clock. Because if you hear the word clock, 9 out of 10 times the front of your fucking screen has been cracked. What we doing? The minute we find out, well, some of us that are fortunate enough to handle it at that particular time, but the minute the highest volume of us find out that that phone is cracked, we can't even use the cell phone knowing that it's a crack in front of it. The numbers still work. I can still talk. I can still hear. I can still text. But because we have been programmed to perfection, y'all, to the slightest increment, perfection. We've been programmed to be perfect. We running right to that computer store. And we're doing what? We're changing the face of that phone. See what Artie said? If you block your phone cam for a day, your phone will shut down. It's a fact. Cuba got a great point there. You're not even supposed to have your cell phone to your head, to your brain over a certain amount of moments during the day. First of all, how many of y'all know, quote unquote, when y'all go to sleep, y'all are supposed to not be around your Wi-Fi? How many of y'all running around with the Alexa and the Siri and all that? That is not supposed to be by your head. That is not supposed to be by your body, because the frequencies that transmit through the room at night with your energy is the reason why a lot of y'all wake up sometimes feeling nausea, like feeling sick, waking up with headaches, waking up with anxiety, waking up with cramps, waking up with pains, because of frequency and energy that has been matched, that's not matched to be around each other. Am I making any sense? Chevy Dave said, if our phone is broke, we are all lost souls. Not me. But unfortunately, a lot of people feel like that. They feel as though if that cell phone go down right now, they done. See, let me put you on to something that really kind of got me prepared to certain things. See, when I moved down to the South, y'all, I had to learn something. In New York, when it comes to our electricity, our cables and stuff like that are ran underground. You notice that? Anytime there's a problem with electricity, Con Edison and so, whatever it's called now, you will always see a group of individuals that are underground trying to correct the problem. Down here in the South, the difference about the South pertaining to the city is our cable lines are up in the air. The reason why our cable lines are up in the air because we don't have the dire snow and the weather that is up north. Now check this out. We do have hurricane season down here every year. Hurricane season starts in the middle of the middle of December to around February. Horrific winds, debris flying through the air, literally hurricanes. You know, every year when y'all hear about these big hurricanes that happen to come through, the South, we get affected with it more. But this is the more dangerous part. See, down here, if a wire pops, they automatically have to shut electricity down for the whole area, sometimes counties, meaning pitch black. The first time this happened to me, terrified me. Had me at a state of frenzy, because this is something that I have never experienced except when I was a little boy. I experienced the 77 blackouts, and I also experienced the 2000 blackouts. But see, as an adult in a whole foreign state, unbeknownst to this, it could cause an effective panic. This shit could cause an effective panic. Number one, when your electricity goes out, we have to think about the food that you have in your freezer. Me, I have a deep freezer. So I always keep some extra food, and I always have some extra food for family members sometimes that don't have no food. You know how them family members be like, yo, I need the money for this because they be wanting to get high. No, I ain't got no money for that, but I got some food for you if your ass want to cook. I got some flour for you. I got some oil for you. Shit, you could even cook this shit here if you want to, but I'm not giving you no money because what you're going to do is going to get high. But because of moving to the South, I have been prepared emotionally and mentally because now we have these things that we have to purchase. I have a couple of them. They're called generators. See, unbeknownst to me, I'm in New York City all my life. I don't know nothing about no damn generator. We saw generators when you're seeing construction companies coming through sometimes at night and they ran their tools from a power generator. But when you come to the South, I'm going to let y'all know this right now. For anybody that's planning on coming to the South, they have hurricane seasons. And if you want to you make sure that your food stays fresh or your food does not spoil, you better invest the second you get down here or before you get down here. You better have money for a generator. For a generator. And the reason why I say that is because the longest we were out power down here. Pay attention to this. Usually when we have the little hurricanes, you know what I'm saying? Then sometimes it's so dangerous down here. If it rains severely strong down here and a cable pops, they're cutting down all the electricity. So if you see the electricity go out, just imagine this. You could be watching a good movie. This could be the summertime when it's extremely hot outside. This can be the wintertime when it's extremely cold outside. And what you're doing is enjoying your home, and all of a sudden it goes pitch black. See, the thing about the power source down here, you can call your company, you can call Progress Energy, you can call Duke and say, yo, check this out, I got a power outage, because they give you a hotline to call because this is very rare down here. But see, when you call that hotline, you don't speak to a human being, you speak to an automated voice that tells you whatever time that they believe that the problem will be corrected. So they give you roughly a time when everything should be running back to normal. But the quick part about this is sometimes when we go through things down here pertaining to weather or something may pop, the power could be down for an hour. The power could be down for 2 days. The power could be down for 5 days. I've went through that. No power for 4 straight days. That's a fact. That's a fact. And that generator, y'all, it only take $3.12 to fill it up. And that motherfucker run for 8 to 10 hours. If you put that 93 in there, that motherfucker might run for 12 hours. You see what Hank McCoy said? Shout out to my man Farrell that popped up. You see what Farrell said the other day? He keeps all his seeds for everything that he grows. Cantaloupe, watermelon, grapefruit, oranges, everything that he grows in his yard, he keeps the seeds. And the reason why he said he kept the seeds is when all this shit shut down, because it's going to happen. You better be mentally prepared for it. When this shit shut down, he said people are going to be selling seeds because people are going to want to eat. The food is not going to be the way it used to be. The food is not going to be the way it used to be, y'all. And then sooner or later, I think we're going to find out some more things about digesting animals that we shouldn't be even ingesting now. Angie said the weather modification is very real too. Pay attention. They said weather modification had a very, very great point, in dealing in the levees breaking in New Orleans. They said weather modification and faulty dams collapsed. Y'all see what happened you see what happened in Katrina? You see what happened in New Orleans? Y'all seen what happened? They said weather modification was responsible for tsunami. Y'all seen what happened? They said weather modification was responsible for tsunami. Y'all seen what's happening? Look what just happened just now with the people in Hawaii. With all that land that Oprah Winfrey brought. What did she buy? What? 387 acres? She bought 387 acres, damn near the whole island of Maui. Ironically, pay attention. Y'all ain't forgot about that. We ain't even talk about that no more. Y'all just forgot about how, quote unquote, a whole community was destroyed and now they're being forced to leave their land. First of all, they telling them you can't even come back to the land. Ain't that some shit? It was destroyed. Everything but blue umbrellas or everything with blue tarp on it was not scathed, but everything else was destroyed. And then check this part out. What they said is you can't go back to your land because it's too contaminated. So the main question about that is if I can't go back to my land because it's too contaminated, how come Oprah Winfrey get to buy all of it? If it's too contaminated for me, I'm a human being, right? They say if it's too dangerous for me, I shouldn't be there. So how did Oprah Winfrey get it? Take a break right quick while we get into this work.
They never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried. Tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly. My phone, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me. Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. GD. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture. I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried. Tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly. My foreign, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun. That was real shit. This real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them. Call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Get him Neek was in that ambulance with me. He was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life. I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it. I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Jop, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zip on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never love us. Gang, married shit. Top with music, nigga. Go.
What is that?
It's everything the bank.
That's a fact. Streets ain't never loved us, y'all. Streets has never loved us. Drop Guard, I see you in the building. You heard what I said. Wake the fuck up. I appreciate y'all because this is the first episode of the Big Dice Wake the Fuck Up show. We doing this every morning, 7 o'clock, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's simple and plain. It's time to get us back conscious. I'm rocking 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm gonna rock 7 o'clock at night at the guard hour. We trying to keep this shit different. But this right here, I want to talk about something different pertaining to the gun busters. This right here is something I want to talk to y'all pertaining to about change. Because I don't care who you are, what circumstance that you come from. If you want to change, you can change. You see why? Because the streets love no one. And we fucked up and we programmed into running to the street. We programmed into that shit. We programmed into running to the street. I just had this conversation yesterday with a couple of my cousins. You know what's so fucked up, y'all? We programmed into being gangsters and thugs. We programmed into this shit. We programmed into this shit. I'm tired of this shit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm tired of having to wonder if I'm gonna have to hurt something or if something gonna hurt me just because I don't agree with what they say. I wonder if I'm gonna have to hurt somebody because their belief in something that may be wrong or right is more detriment than my belief in something that be more wrong or right, and then we may clash because you know our communication is gone, especially with men. If the hate don't work, then they start telling lies. I appreciate you for pulling up in the building. I like that name. If the hate don't work, then they start telling lies. I got to use that. Long live Pop. Shout out to Junebug, y'all. Shout out to the whole Carr family, man. Shout out to Big Karen, everybody, man. Rest in peace to my man, Big Walt. Now I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to the street dudes. Myself included. But see, I've been working on myself. I've been working on my change. It's hard. My impulsive reaction. If I can master that shit, y'all, they is not going to be able to touch me, y'all. If I can just master my impulsive reactions, they're not going to be able to touch me. Because I ain't never been no sucker. That'd be my problem. But now I'm understanding all them years when I thought I was not being a sucker, I was being a sucker. You know why I was being a sucker? Because I wasn't being a sucker to the world. I wasn't being a sucker to y'all. I wasn't being a sucker to my niggas. I wasn't being a sucker to the women. But I was being a fucking sucker to God. That's not what he raised us for. We run around here with guns, shooting at each other, clapping each other, stabbing each other, or for miscommunications. But one thing I want to talk about, let's talk about this. Rest in peace, Ninja Low. I want to talk about something, y'all. Look at this gun buster. We all know this person right here bust they fucking gun. Annie from Brooklyn. Annie from Flatbush. Clarendon Avenue to be exact. And we know he busts his fucking gun. No, he busts his gun. But look what he doing today. Look what he doing today, y'all. Pay attention to this. He bust his gun before, but he ain't busting his gun no more.
I've been able to come to terms with the Caucus for Change, as well as many other.
That's Sean Poe, y'all. Sean Barrows.
Many new standard bearers coming in, and so
smash that like button, man.
Able to reconcile.
The super chats, the cash apps is open. We gonna get this work.
Change and Mr. Saldiva and reset and get a reaffirmation of their support for my leadership going into the general elections, which was always the agreement that they would support me to become the next Prime Minister. And so now it's just a matter of formalizing that in the next National Party Council that we have, and the numbers indicate that it will be an almost unanimous vote to do so. So that is definitely a welcome development. I know that many of the detractors and the sensationalists in the media houses and in the political oppositions had hoped that the UDP would continue in division. And
Louis V, I see you in the building. My man ABG said, I respect you, bro. Still can't believe you're on YouTube. God did. Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Pay attention to this, y'all. I'm so proud of this man right here. This is Shine Barrow. If anybody don't know who Shine Barrow is, this is the same person that was responsible for helping Puff Daddy get out of a nightclub in New York City. Unfortunately, he had to bust his gun to get him out of there. But this man right here was the epitome of a street dude. The epitome of a street dude. Now check it out. You see what it says at the top? Moses Barrow, Shine, hope of becoming Belize's new Prime Minister. That's a fact, Louis V. You remember the famous case with Jennifer Lopez and Puffy Combs when they decided that Puff was going to let them get their own attorney, and then Shine was responsible for getting his own attorneys. That's the part that I really didn't like about that whole scenario. I didn't like the fact that, quote unquote, his artist that he was supposed to be protecting, that was supposed to be protected, security should have been around Puff and them, paid security like Puff does now. See, Puff hires ex-police now as security. Where were them ex-police at the night when they went to that party? Rest in peace to Drac. Because he was fucking with a different nigga that night. He was playing with a different nigga, you heard? See, that all started because another nigga that had some money slapped Puff in the face with some money. Some real money, allegedly, at the door. Blah! And that ensued to crews reaching for their gun. Shout out to my man Julius from Albany Projects. He was shot. Shout out to my nigga Box from Albany Projects. He was at that party that night. He got shot. Got his little lawsuit too. But Shine was loyal to Diddy. Pay attention. Street dude. Loyal to Diddy. Know the rules. Now check how he talking. Pay him out now. Check him now. Check out how he handles himself now.
And chaos. But that is certainly not the case. We have set aside personal grievances to focus on our obligation, which is to be the best opposition possible and the best alternative government.
Let me ask y'all something. See what he just said? We got a dude that used to bust his gun continuously, hustle in the streets in Flatbush, running around with the shotters, with the steppers. And now he is the Belize. He is the Prime Minister of Belize. He is solely responsible for a country's well-being. In Brooklyn, he busting his gun, selling drugs, rapping. Rah, rah. In his country, pay attention to how God works, inshallah. He went through the problem, went to the feds, accepted of law, became Muslim, was extradited back to his country, deported, pay attention, and now he is the Prime Minister of his country. Pay attention. It seemed like his career was over. Remember that? Everybody gravitated to him because they said he sounded like Biggie Smalls. but he didn't sound like Biggie Smalls. Shine got his own style. Puff was just trying to put in our heads that he had another Biggie Smalls, hoping that people would gravitate to Shine because of the legacy of Biggie Smalls. Two different people, two different flows, two different voices. Two different verses. But what Puff do, because of what? Entertainment, marketing, strategy, he said, fuck that. He sound like Big. We gonna go in there and hit them vocals a little bit, raise his baritone. So, ho, 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 ho. I love it, women. So he got him set. So this is what grasped it. Because when we first heard Shine, just like when we heard Gorilla Black, we was missing Big. We was fresh on missing Big. So these are the things that helped us gravitate to these people. But Shine ain't sound like Big. Shine was talking that other shit. You see what he did to joint with Barrington Levy? You see what Dog Soldier said? Real power now, you. Diplomatic immunity. You heard what he said, y'all? Diplomatic immunity. And look how I fell in line. He said Shine father was the prime minister and he passed the baton to his son. Ain't that some shit? We passing the motherfucking legacy to our sons about crack, about drugs, about intimidation, about instilling fear in people. And the most fucked up thing we telling our kids that we done been fucked up with, not snitching. I'm tired of that shit too, y'all. Y'all, I'm gonna keep it funky. Y'all can judge me how y'all want to. I'm tired of the word snitching. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be the first one to say it. Niggas get mad at me. I don't care. I'm tired of the word snitching. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. That shit got us fucked up. That shit got us immoral, stupid, and acting like we can handle things by ourselves, and we can't. And we can't. They got us running around in the street saying, yo, fuck that. The nigga shot you. Don't tell. Oh, the nigga killed your moms. Don't tell. Oh, he killed your brother. Don't tell. Go back and kill him. Nigga killed your mother. He killed your brother. He killed your friend. And you know about it. So fuck that. Because you know about it. And because of this street law that we got, this bullshit that we told each other, we're not going to go talk to people that are being paid to risk their lives. We're not talking to people that are being paid to govern our neighborhoods. And we're not talking to people that we are being paid to protect and serve us. But we'll take that in our own hand. Ain't that some shit? We'll take that in our own hand. Ain't that some shit? When we gonna eliminate the word snitch? This is what I want to know. When we gonna eliminate the word snitch? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the stop snitching I'm tired of all of it. Because the word snitch is having people go crazy. Having people have mental breakdowns. You mean to tell me you know a motherfucker that killed your mother, you know a motherfucker that killed your brother, you know somebody that killed your man, even though you can have the power to go get a gun and go kill them, even though you can go get a gun and be retaliative, even though you can have some reasons to set them up. What gives you the right to do that? Rich Martinez, I see you in the building. Like, I want to ask y'all on some real G shit. We got 29 people in the building. What the fuck gives you the right to go do that? Open Minded said this is generational ignorance. What gives us the might to do this shit? How come we can't just start telling ourselves to follow the rules? Ain't that some shit? We can tell ourselves, yo, go kill him. Oh, we gotta go get that range. Gotta go put that work in, y'all. Fuck that. You know, roll up, smoke the weed. Some fuck with the booger sugar. Some people drink, roll up, put the vest on. You know, put the bullets in the baby oil. You know, get the rubber gloves. Load them shits up because we don't want them prints on them shells. You know, put the glove on, tape it up. Put the next glove on and tape it up. Because a lot of you niggas don't know when it comes to DNA how that shit really rock. A lot of you niggas don't know what it is when it comes to hair fiber. A lot of niggas you don't know when it comes to fucking sweat fragment. A lot of niggas don't even know. Y'all niggas don't even know if y'all clap something, how the Man, maybe I be talking too much sometimes, but this shit is crazy. You know why I say this shit is crazy? Because a lot of motherfuckers don't even know what they're talking about. A lot of motherfuckers don't even know what they talking about. A lot of motherfuckers would rather get killed. They got this dumb shit in their head. They say, well, I'm going to die first. I'd rather die before I go ask somebody to help me with something that they are paid to do. They taking the money out of our taxes anyway. I don't go fuck about none of that shit no more, man. I'm on some new shit. Respect it, check it. Either way, I'm on it. See, that's where I was fucking. I don't need y'all permission to be an adult. And when we wake up and start understanding, you don't need nobody permission to be an adult. There's a lot of people walking around talking about, yo, if I get involved with this, they're going to call me a rat. They're going to call me a snitch. But if you don't get involved with it, somebody that you care about or something that happened to somebody that you care about, maybe a family member or a friend, is going to go unpunished. This is what jail is for. This is what jail is for. Shout out to Loki Smoller. Shout out to Loki Smoller. Shout out. This one I knew we was crazy. This one I knew we were going crazy. Unfortunately, that man lost his son due to gang violence. Rest in peace to his baby. Unfortunately, Loki Smoller lost his baby boy, his son, that was killed when people ambushed him when he was pushing his child in a stroller. Unfortunately, they did a video where they saw him fighting. They showed him fighting with the police. The police says to him, do you know who killed your son? He says yes. Check this out. Check this out, y'all. I don't give a fuck how y'all judge me on this one. I don't give a fuck how y'all judge me on this one. They asked him, yo, you know who killed your son? He said yes. They said, who did it? He said, I'm not going to tell you. I am. Y'all want to record it? Y'all want to tape it? You want to do some shows on it? I'll strike your fucking page too. Play with my fucking name, and I'm telling that too. Play with my name. Play with my brand. Insult my intelligence, and I will hit your page. Facts. It's not snitching. That's not ratting. That's protecting my motherfucking honor. See me to tell me somebody killed my... Pay attention to this. Shit, I can't get him. He gone. Police come to me and say, yo, do you know who killed your son? Motherfucking right, I know who killed my son. And y'all better catch him before I kill him. See, I'm not just going to say, yo, go get him. He killed my son and go sit in the house and wait and pray, even though I should. Oh, y'all don't want to hear the truth, but goddamn it, it's time to wake the fuck up. I'm supposed to tell the authorities and the people that are paid and trained to investigate these matters. We ain't paid. We're not trained to investigate shit. We're training ourselves with bullshit. The only training we got is looking in the mirror telling us we're going to kill something or we're going to handle something. But we never say to ourselves in that mirror, you know, you might get killed, nigga. That mirror don't never tell you you might get shot. Well, I have been shot. And the reason why I say that is because the mirror ain't telling me when I was going to get shot. The mirror was telling me I was tough to get shot. Too tough. Niggas know not to shoot me. My fucking name is Dice. Niggas gonna die, they shoot me. Niggas ain't give a fuck about that shit when I got shot. And the 2 other times niggas tried to kill me. Niggas ain't give a fuck about that who died. The reason, let me tell you something. Do you notice why people do things? I've just learned this. And it's so hurtful. People do things because they are afraid. I used to say to myself, niggas was trying to kill me because they was jealous. I said niggas was trying to kill me because they was just mad I was getting to the bag, or I was just fucking these bitches, or I was just running around living my life, drugging shit. That's not why people was trying to kill me. People were trying to kill me because they were afraid of what I represented and the things that I were doing, the changes I was making. You see what Dog said? You better catch them before I find them. You think I'm not going to tell the fucking You think I won't tell the fucking police who killed somebody or hurt somebody in my family? Yes, I will. Take it how you want to take it. We can fight. Anybody. I know how to fight. Now, I got to start training. No, not just me, y'all. Not me. Now we have to start training ourselves as adults to deal with things as adults deal with things. See, in the alphabet, there's a small G. I told y'all about this a long time ago. In the alphabet, there's a small G. Small G. That's when you a goon. That's when you a gangster. You got to get to it. You got to get your motherfucking name known and let people know you're not the one to play with. I understand it. I understand that. I understand it. I understand it. But then in the alphabet, there's a small G and then there's a capital G. Capital G to me stands for being an adult, for being a grown-up, for making adult decisions. Just like when you're a youngin' and you just getting involved with having sex. You know, you young, you're full of cum, you just trying to hump and dump. You don't know what's going on. You don't know nothing about treating somebody like a woman. Not when you're young. All you know about is getting that nut. Am I lying, fellas? So we might get some pussy on the top of the roof, on the projects. Pebble Beach. Y'all ain't never took nobody to Pebble Beach? Shit, I done got pussy in St. John's Park. In the motherfucking Dead Man Hill alley. I done got pussy in St. John's Park in the bleachers. Because when you're young and you're a G, you're not worrying about people seeing you. You trying to get a nut and get away from it. But when you become an adult, you start doing things like going on vacations. When you're an adult, you start doing things like getting hotel rooms. When your mind matures, you're not going to be outside in no park unless it's you and your woman and y'all just feeling a little freaky deaky and say, well, fuck it. Let's act like kids like we used to when we was younger. But adults don't move as children and children don't move as adults. That's why it's a small G and it's a capital G. My man said, I got that coochie everywhere. In the projects and all that. Come right there, bend over, hold up, bend over. Bend over. These is facts. These is facts. Pebble Beach, the top of the projects, Pebble Beach. Pebble Beach. How many of y'all got some motherfucking sex on your mother or your grandmother's couch when you was just supposed to be back there watching the movies? That 2 to 3 minutes of humping was something special. How many of y'all cracked that door because y'all understood certain parts in the house when grandma or mama walked through, you'd hear a creak, so you know how to get the girl back right? Was that only me? Was that only me? Oh, I thought, Shit, I didn't have sex in the basement in my house. We had the private house. I done had sex in the basement. Reason why I had sex in the basement, because my mother was scared of mice. So I knew my mother wasn't going to catch me. And my grandmother damn sure wasn't coming in no damn basement. That was my motherfucking man. I had my basement looking like a hotel, y'all. These is facts. Rest in peace to my man Pop. I'll never forget, Pop lost his virginity in my living room. ABG is family. My man Pop lost his virginity in my living room on my mother's plastic couch with my homegirl Melissa Shell Monty from the corner. These is facts. Y'all ain't never been in a house and got your man with you and let your man use the living room or use your bedroom? Y'all ain't never did that? Shit, maybe I was just getting too busy then. Open-minded said I did the same thing. If it hates, they're going to start telling lies. He said, I'm used to them footsteps. Ain't nothing but love, bro. You know that. This is what we did. But then when we got older, we start getting to that bag. I don't know if y'all was in Brooklyn. We start going to the Riviera. We start going to the Galaxy. I'm lying, y'all. We start going to the Marriott. The minute we get that first car, what was the first hotel we went to, y'all? The Marriott on the Conduit on the way to Queens because we was trying to act grown. Remember that? We in the hood, but we ain't in the hood. We trying to make it seem like we like that. Marcy, stand up. Word up. Rest in peace to Eric E-Money Bags. Y'all know him as E-Money Bags. We got Left Rack City in the building, y'all. It's a fact. The back seat, shit. That's when it was fire. That's when it was fire. Hank said he got some sex for his first car. Nigga, I got some sex for the first bike I got, nigga. You remember that shit back in the days? They used to be like, I want to ride, Damon. Let me ride your bike. And then this when you knew y'all was going to get some loving. Fellas, am I lying? This is when you knew you was going to get some loving. If you was going to get some loving, she sat on the handlebars. If she ain't like you like that, she sat on the seat behind you. And she held your waist with her legs hanging. Am I lying? But if she liked you, she sat on them handlebars and put that butt in your face, that ass right in your face. Am I lying, y'all? And if she really liked you and she was comfortable with you, when we was riding, they would sit on them handlebars, and what they do, y'all, they'll lean right back into us. We riding the bike. They leaning back like this. Hitting bumps and everything. Hitting bumps and everything. See, when we were children, we did shit as children. We're adults now, y'all. We're adults now. Either way, she got that smooth operator. Because we're no longer kids, y'all. Risky young sex. Risky young sex. Shout out to the 70 babies. 1972 I got here. And then I got something else to talk about too today, y'all. You know this new... Y'all heard what's going on in California lately? Did y'all notice what happened with the police in California the last 3 days? See, this is what made me start thinking about a lot of stuff. I just been thinking, y'all. I don't care. Maybe I just gotta... Fuck it. I can't think for you no more, and I don't want y'all to think for me. It's time for us to start thinking for ourselves. Because you notice, when we start thinking for everybody else, that's where gangs is coming from. When we start thinking from somebody else, that's when we're involved. That's where co-defendants come from. Ain't that some shit? When we start thinking for somebody else, that's when unwanted pregnancies come from. I'm going to start thinking for me. I don't know about y'all. I'm not letting nobody think for me as an adult. I'm not letting nobody dictate to me how I should move as an adult. See, when you let people dictate to you how you should move and you follow people's footsteps and you follow people's direction in life, That is because you are a child. Because you're a child. Because you're a child. Shit, when you're a kid, you need your mother to help you get dressed, don't you? When you're a child, you don't even know how to coordinate. You don't even know how to put a blue shirt with a pair of blue jeans. When you're a child, you put on an orange shirt with some goddamn green and blue pants with a blue, yellow, and a purple jacket, and you can't tell you ain't fly, even though you're looking like a goddamn fool. You're looking like a goddamn fool. You know why you're looking like a goddamn fool? Because you were not prepared. You were not showed a certain way. See, we all follow adults coming up. Public school, mommy putting the Vaseline on our face, licking in our eyes. Go ahead, baby, you go to school. You know, signing our homework and everything. Talking to the teachers. You know, they sending home letters. Junior high school, a little more independence. Junior high school, you should know how to pick out your own clothes. You should know how to iron your own clothes. You should have a certain identity that you are creating in your mind, because they are teaching you now how to interact on your own, even in school. In public school, you sit in one class all day and teachers come to you. You know why? Because you're babies. Because you are babies. And they're not sure yet that we are going to follow rules. So then when we get to junior high school, they fuck us up more. What they do when we're in junior high school? In junior high school, now they tell you you have a homeroom, meaning there's one room that you are supposed to come to every morning to make sure that you are in school. You have to go to this room every morning in time to let your homeroom teacher know that you are in the building for today. Because if you're not at your homeroom class, it's going to be marked as you absent. Y'all don't remember that? You don't remember how back in the days you used to get certain absent letters and they send your letters home talking about you was absent for this day, that day, this day, that day. Remember the little yellow cards? It said Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And the days you was absent, there was bold black ink. And the other days that you was there was regular ink. This is why. This is why. This is why. But if they went to the teachers in the classes that you were supposed to be in that day, they went to Mr. Deachin class, first period. Oh, he was there. They went to Mr. Long class, second period. Oh, he was there. They went to Miss Cole class, third period. Oh, he was there. They went to Miss Reynolds class, fourth period. He was there, so forth and so forth and so forth throughout the whole day. Now it is up to your homeroom teacher, check this out, to do diligence with all the teachers that you were in that class that day. And then now it's up to them to go to their records and correct the fact that you did come to school. See, it goes from being absent to know he or she was just late. You know why? Because we were children. We were children. We were children. But now we fucking adults. Ain't that right, Louis V? Now we are adults. It's time for us to start acting like adults. I got 2 friends in jail. Well, one of them just came home 5 months ago. My man did 17 fucking years. One of the most honorable things that a street dude could do. My man did 17 years, y'all, for something he never did. Something he never did. Has he done crimes before this one? Yes. Has he gotten away with them? Yes. Did he do something to the severity of what he was convicted for? No. No. But because someone trained him and programmed him as a child. We ain't supposed to be doing no snitching. Did 17 years. But see, this is how I was trained. I'm not doing no jail time for something I ain't do. Take it how you want to take it. I'm not doing jail time for your fucking crime. Take it how you want to take it. And if I get arrested for something you did and you did not do the honorable thing of going to that district attorney or going to that precinct and saying, check this out, you got to let Dice go. If you're not doing that honorable act of telling them to let me go for something I didn't do, I'm not doing a dishonorable act by taking myself away from me and my family for something that you did. So you mean to tell me for 17 years I'm not supposed to see my son? For 17 years I'm not supposed to see my mother? For 17 years I'm not supposed to see my woman? I'm not supposed to see my father? What if my mother and father and my grandmother and grandfather die while I'm doing these 17 years for a crime that you did? Can you give me them back? Can you give me the memories back? I am going to cooperate and tell. I'm gonna fuck how niggas look at that shit. If we do a crime together, pay attention to this. And we get jammed up, we get jammed up. We go to sit and grit like we supposed to. But if I ain't do nothing, I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck how much history we got. If we really got that history amongst us, the same way I'm thinking about and respecting the history and the time that we have together, shouldn't you? Shouldn't you? So I'm going to give you some time. If you don't tell the truth, I will. I will. And I will take the consequences any way a motherfucker want to do it. Whether it's knife to knife, gun to gun. Inshallah. Inshallah. I don't care about that shit that I was caring about when I was worrying about what a nigga was going to feel or say about me. That's my problem now. Worrying about what another nigga saying that has nothing to do with me. See, y'all got to fail to realize this. When people make up these things about you, that's things that they have in their mind about you, and people are really sick. That ain't got nothing to do with really who you are. Shit, not me. Shit, not me. But what I started to do, I feed into it just like anyone else of ignorance. But it's time for me to start advocating my importance, and it's time for me to start advocating my intelligence. Fuck that. I done advocated my ignorance for so long. I done advocated my brute force. I done advocated I'm not a sucker. I done advocated my war tactics. I done advocated all that bullshit. Now it's time for me to advocate the fact that I am an adult and I want to enjoy my fucking life. The whole world I'm looking at differently. Even police. I used to be like, fuck the police. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Pay attention to what's happening to the police right now, y'all. They killing themselves. Is that some shit? The police are killing themselves now.
The story aired on the suicides within 24 hours. Several deputies reached out to me privately, but they would not go on camera because they're afraid of losing their jobs. The gentleman you're about to hear from, at this point, has nothing to lose.
It's heartbreaking to see these people that I used to work with take their lives for just ridiculousness that's going on within the department.
Soren Prime is speaking out in hopes of helping the LA County Sheriff's deputies who would like to, but can't.
Anybody that speaks up about anything that's wrong within the department will be met with retaliation no matter what. Hands down.
Big cat salute.
To be a proud LA County deputy sheriff until the workload simply became too much.
I will work 6 days a week, 16, 18-hour shifts. And that leaves us with really no time to do anything. The majority of the other partners that I worked with will work even more than that. They will have 0 days off, sometimes 2-3 weeks in a row, sometimes a month.
When Soren expressed to his superiors that he was starting to suffer from depression and anxiety, he says no one cared.
They literally gave me more hours. They told me, you signed up for this job. You don't belong here as a deputy sheriff.
Learning about the recent 4 deputy suicides angered Soren enough to go public. He says there are many other suicides we never hear about.
You just, you ask, hey, whatever happened to Deputy so-and-so? And the common thing to say is, oh, they ate their gun. And we're like, what? How is that?
Did y'all hear that? City Bam, I see. Big Cat, I see you in the building. City Bam, I see you in the building. Did y'all hear that? These are human beings we talking about, y'all. These are the same people that we are paying our tax money to protect and serve us. The man just said that they working 5 and 6 days, 18 hours straight. Shit, I've worked 10 hours at plants. Shit, I've complained about working 12 hours. I remember at Smithfield, right or wrong, Dunbars, they used to put up signs talking about no matter what, y'all are scheduled to work 15 hours tonight. Now pay attention to this. We used to get upset and furious if we were scheduled to work 15 hours one day out the week. This man said 16, 18 hours straight. They are making these people work. That shit is crazy. That shit is fucking crazy. The shit is so common now of police officers committing suicide. It's a joke now. They saying, you know what? He ate his gun. He ate his gun. So what? Fuck it. Don't worry about it. Because they're treating people like human. They're not treating us like human beings. They're treating people like robots. They're treating people like subjects of matter. And they're burning people out just like they do with nurses and doctors. This all accumulated after the pandemic when they had nurses staying on for hours and hours, working 2 and 3 days straight. Same thing with police, working 2 and 3 days straight. You're giving them all the money in the world, but you're giving them no time to enjoy themselves.
That's possible. We just saw him yesterday. And they just shrug it off and we go online, we check the news, nothing.
Perhaps that is why someone in the department has been sending anonymous letters to citizens. This one states, things cannot continue the way they are. We work multiple overtime shifts a week, often only getting a couple of hours of sleep between continuous double shifts.
This is the 3rd anonymous letter to the community. What are your thoughts on that?
And they're asking for help in any way that they can.
Soren says he was forced out of the department in December.
I worked so hard, and for it to really end like this is just, it's heartbreaking.
But he says he doesn't need the uniform to do the right thing for his former fellow deputies.
The Los Angeles Sheriff's Department needs help. We swore an oath to look after everyone there in the county, to uphold the amendments, to protect the innocent. But what about us?
Sheriff Ron.
That's a hell of a fucking statement right there, y'all. Appreciate you, open-minded. Shout out to Cosmology Bay and Smitty Blow Dollars, y'all. Make sure y'all go subscribe to them, y'all. We trying to start a whole new thing or something different, man. Just think about that shit, man. The man said, what about us? Fuck the fact that he's police. He's a human fucking being. You see the man said, that's just like one of us. We outside chilling. Yo, son, where Black at? Oh, he just killed himself. What? What they don't talk about is mental depression. Mental illness. They don't talk about that. Everyday life problems and struggles. They don't talk about that. Finances, emotionally, security. insecurities that we all have. You think, well, shit, as an adult, you think the insecurities stop? Shit. What? You think the insecurities stop? Think about that shit. We aren't safe nowhere. If the people that we are paying to protect us and serve us are not getting their proper rest, if they're not getting the time to properly rest, to properly think, to recharge, to reboot, they're going to break down and it's over. They're going to break down and they're going to, that's why, you know, I'm starting to notice now, is this the reason why we have so much high cases pertaining to police brutality? This shit made me start thinking about a whole different things. Yeah, we got the police that don't like black people. We got the police that don't like nobody. The fact. And to you, whoever you are, Mr. Stop Flagging Pages, whoever y'all is, stop saying my name and you won't get your page flagged. So I'm going to let this be known right now. To whomever say my name disrespectfully, I will be flagging your page. And instead of talking about it on YouTube, because a lot of you niggas swear to God y'all so tight and so tough, pull up. That's the last for that. You dig? And that's what people got this messed up. Great reason for the ignorance to come in. You know the ignorance is going to come too, but we have rebuttals with respect for the ignorant. Number one, as an adult, your brand and your label is your duty and your obligation to protect. This goes to everybody, Hank, Smitty, Cosmology Bay, Sonny Blanco, everybody, everybody out here that is trying to build their brand on YouTube without the confusion and the distraction of being played with. Blow their head off. Yo, listen to me, y'all. You're not killing them. You can't go to jail for that. And you are protecting your brand. Smitty Blow Dollars, he got a brand. Yo, you want to hear some funny shit about Smitty? Shout out to Smitty Brent, man. He in the building. Y'all won't even let him be who he want to be. It's so many great content creators on YouTube. This is the reason why I stay back. Because a lot of y'all won't let them be who they're supposed to be. You won't let them be who they want to be. You won't leave them alone. Smitty up here talking about chilling, cooking, fucking around with his wife, enjoying his freedom. But y'all won't leave him. Y'all don't want that. Y'all want him to talk about gang. Y'all want him to talk about how he can hurt you. You want to get him frustrated to the fact where he might try to come hurt you. You want to get him frustrated to the fact where he may trick himself off the street and go to jail again. I see through all that shit. You know what God told me to do, y'all? God told me instead of getting in my car and going to pull up on a nigga and let them smell that reefer and then killing them, adamantly, and I'm not talking hypothetically, I'm talking literally. This is what God told me before I get in my whip and come take a person's life because of the ignorance that they are spewing out of themselves, and they don't know the devil when they see it. And what I mean by the devil when they see it, see, y'all look for the devil, a red person with horns and all that. No, that's not the devil. That's not the devil. The devil is death. The devil is death. And Venezuela, you can go suck your mother because I don't even fuck with you anyway. So I don't even know why you over here. I don't even fuck with you. Venezuela, I do not fuck with you. If you notice, when I was on Zeke Blacks the other day and we was talking to Bimmy, you tried to pull up. You see what Zeke told you? Stay your ass in the chat because you a clown. So Venezuela, you're a clown. And see, when we come up in the morning, this is for the good people. This is for the great people. This show right here is for the people that's really trying to wake up. See, we ain't got that time. See, I'm going to start leading by example. We ain't got that time to be feeding into y'all, man. See, the devil come in all disguises, y'all. The devil come in all disguises, y'all. Let's get into this work.
Luna issued a long statement that says in part, the persistent staffing shortage throughout the years, contractual obligations in the jails and contract cities, and mandatory overtime cannot continue at the detriment of our personnel. My executive team is reviewing our commitments to find additional resources to relieve staffing shortages and support the service we provide to LA County residents. Now, Alex, Christine, this is a problem that has been going on for years, and it has only gotten worse. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Here's one thing.
We can't even, first of all, the police that are trying to do their jobs, they can't even get their proper rest. And then from what I'm hearing, they paying the police. Open Mind said, if you talk positive, that's why people think you soft. But you know what I learned, open-minded? I'm going to tell you some real deep shit. I want everybody to hit that like button for this one. It's not what the people think. It's what you're telling yourself. It's not the people saying you're soft. It's not the people saying you're a punk. It's you telling yourself that. It's you telling yourself that because we are allowing people to upset our peace. We are allowing people to dictate our future and our path because, number one, words that can aggravate, that can make you jump. We the only ones, y'all, that's getting punished. Yeah, the person that we beat up, person might have got a stab, person might have got killed, person might have got terrorized, person might never want to say your name again, but something you have done to that person is going to stay in your heart for the rest of your life. It's a fact. You see what he said? He said a lie comes in many sizes, but the truth, one size fits all. And that's why I always say my truth is my God. My truth is my God. There's a town where the entire police quit because of low pay. They were getting $15 an hour. Pay attention. Hank said they was getting they giving you $16 an hour down here in McDonald's. You're getting $15.85 down here at McDonald's. Pay attention to that. They're giving you $15.85 down here to be at McDonald's, and it's nothing wrong with McDonald's. It's beating a blank. But you mean to tell me the same thing that goes into preparation of food, which is very important. I think it should be higher than that. When it comes to temperature, when it comes to preparation of food, salt, pepper, it could be too much salt. It could be too much pepper. It could be not cooked thoroughly. The grease could be old. So many things pertaining to things that we have to ingest in our body. I think that they should be paid higher. But unfortunately, the school teachers, the police officers, and the doctors and nurses are the lowest paid professions in the world. Lowest paid professions in the world. Shit, my man said 18 in Cleveland, Ohio. Pamela said, I saw a video with grown men and women, video little boys under the age of 5 or 6 with guns and money. Yo, let me tell you something. They doing that down here. Down here, they have militia groups right now, y'all. They have militia groups right now that are preparing for war in these woods with their families, training them daily how to operate machine guns, handguns. They already taught them how to grow. They already taught them how to hunt. So they already sustain and know how to live off the land. But a lot of us don't. Me moving to North Carolina has put me more in tune with agriculture, growing my own food, being more hands-on, because you notice this new computer technology that they have us caught up in is the Matrix. Facts. That's a fact. But will y'all help? Because it's not just me. This is not my mission by myself. This ain't my mission alone. I need every one of y'all that's in here. Every one of y'all that's in here to tell somebody else that's in here. This ain't just my duty to start this. It's y'all duty too as adults, man. It's our duty as a nation. It takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a community to keep a village intact with order. Pay attention. Community to raise a child. You know how many people is in a community? To raise just one child, and it takes a village to keep a community intact. Smitty said, how you feel about music record label owners, NFL owners, and NBA owners controlling the private jails? That's a great topic too. Because number one, I used to be upset with it. I used to be upset with it. The reason why I'm upset with it, and I used to be upset with it, I'm only upset with it for the people that quote unquote are doing it because of malicious intent and doing it because they want to imprison us. But everybody here knows right now, if we had the opportunity or the chance to invest into something, maybe even a jail, we would. See, a lot of the people that's investing in the jails, they're investing in the jails because they're trying to eliminate us. They're trying to get rid of us, our color as a whole, conglomerate. But if I was involved with something like that, I would be involved with something like that because there are some people out here that are mentally ill, y'all. We got Smitty in the building. What up, bro?
No.
Bright and early, man.
Right and early, man. Hold on, let me get somewhere quiet, man. Yeah, baby, salute, man. We need this work right here.
Every morning. We doing it from now on, man.
We need this work right here. This is a great show. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the content, the knowledge bestowed upon the people and shit like that, man. It's great content right here, man. Waking people up early in the morning, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a time where we gotta get focused, man. For real.
They killing us, man. They killing us. They really destroying us, and it's coming in a totality. And we falling for the trap. We killing ourselves.
I agree. I definitely agree with you, my brother. I definitely agree with you, Bob. But by you getting this information out to the people and all of us participating and sharing it live, you understand, in the morning, more people will grasp onto it. The people, I'm telling you, a lot of people are tired of the bullshit, man. You understand what I'm saying?
We are.
Tired of the bicker, man. People are tired of people spreading information about other people. Like, the shit is corny. We grown people. We grown-ass men, grown-ass women, gotta come to an end, man. For real.
It got to. Or we just gonna have to eradicate anything participating. And how we eradicate that is we don't support it. That's just me. It's time for us to stop supporting stuff that's gonna kill us and just gonna deter us from our growth, man. I'm 51 years old, man, and I got this shit. I'm just looking at shit. I'm not a kid no more, man.
Right. I agree with you. Salute Cosmology, babe, my God, peace.
Word up. You know y'all can pull up. The link is dropped if y'all pulling up, man. This is great business, man.
Hey,
my fault. I got so in the zone. I've been meant to drop the link.
Do you know about these music industry record label owners partaking in the private jails?
Yeah.
I just read up on that, man. That's crazy right there.
And I just found out that a lot of these, this is the part that I didn't know also. A lot of people, they got a lot of our kids rushing to this rap and this drill. But in them contracts now, it's being stipulated. If you don't sign, when you sign to us, you have to sign a clause for insurance also pertaining to your body, because now they're looking at us as product. Just like Pepsi Cola, food in the... they want their money. So God forbid, they're telling us to do the drill music. They're telling us to invoke the violence. But they letting us know you might get murdered too. So all that money we putting into y'all, we need that back. We need something for protection, like for a net. Like when people on a tight walk. If you get killed, fuck that. We gonna still promote that music. But we need some of that. We need that money back we put into you.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. That's crazy that they promoting the music and then lock you up for it. You understand what I'm saying? They put it out there for us, and it's crazy that the babies or nobody is taking heed to this. You understand? All these record labels that's putting out your music, all this demonic music. You understand? When you get in trouble, they own them jails. You understand that you sitting there? They own them jails, so they still getting money off of you.
That's right. And honestly, I think people are asking for these jails because they're planning something. This is my opinion. This is something that always terrified me about the whole locked up scenario. This happened after tsunami.
Okay.
They ain't go get them people out of jail when that shit flooded. They let certain people that didn't have horrific crimes out. A lot of people died in them jails, man. Was drowned, bruh. They said, so what? They menaced to society. They raped this one. They killed this one. Not even thinking about the fact that certain things come from trauma, mental illness, things that was instilled in people that they grew into. They just left them there to die, and then they gave their family members $10,000. They said, you know what? Since your family member was killed in jail, we got $10,000 for you. Where the body at? We don't know where the body at. We had to keep that because of the contamination, but we got $10,000 for you, just like they did with the pandemic. This shit is sad, y'all.
Right. And you're not lying about that, because that always plays in the back of my mind, and that's one of the main reasons I'm not trying to step in nobody's cell, because you never know what's going to happen in this world. It could strike off today. It could be a world war right now, and all them people in jail, they done. They done. You can't do nothing. You can't go nowhere. You locked down. You understand?
Nowhere.
And all these tough guys that be behind the wall claiming they gangsters and all that, they not jumping off, because when police say lock down,
they locking down.
They go right to their cell.
They locking down.
Gangsters though. Got one officer telling them, yo, lock down. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, the ones I remember that was fighting the turtles and all that, they so mentally destroyed now on medication and locked away in holes, you'll never see them again. They done made examples where people they like, fuck it, we just gonna fall in line. Look what he did to XYZ. Look what they did to XYZ.
Right.
Nah.
Right. Yo, Dice, I think this is great. I see potential in this. This is morning show. I see potential in the late night show. I'm here rocking with you. Positivity only.
That's right.
God's work, God's child.
Facts.
Everybody out there, man. You understand? We got to do right by each other. Start supporting each other. You understand? And that's the only way we gonna win, man.
The only way. And it's a fact. Because I'd hate to be driving down the road and somebody I know from YouTube is on the side of the fucking road and they got a flat or they fucking car is on fire, and I ain't got the common decency to get out and say, yo, bro, get in the car.
Right.
This shit is driving people crazy, y'all. It almost got me. I had to catch myself.
Me too. And it's a blessing, you know what I mean, that they demonetize the page, because, like I said, it give me a breath of fresh air, excuse me. You understand? And me time to recap of, where I made my mistakes at. You understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
So, the next go around is even better, man. But salute to you. Salute to the Wake Up Morning Show. And I need everybody to wake up, man. Wake
Facts.
up, man.
Tommy, I see you in the building. I see you here. We got the Nile in the river, too.
Salute to everybody. Peace and blessings. I got to get back to work.
Peace, brother. You know you here. Salute. Yeah, y'all. We trying to rock with this Wake Up Show, man. Like I said, I'm not knocking nobody for what they want to do. I'm really getting to my content. I don't want no problems, y'all. I don't want no problems. I want the best. Just the same thing I want for me, I want for everyone. That's crazy. People don't believe this, though, but it's the truth. Even a person that I might not even be eye to eye with, I want the best for them. I want their mind, their mental to be soothed. Like a lot of times when we're not stressed out, we don't move erratically. You don't know too many people that get up in the morning with a good feeling and say, I just want to fight. It's people wake up with good feelings in the morning and then they're agitated to the fact where they want to fight. There's people that go to sleep with things on their mind from the day prior, then they're agitated and they want to fight. But me personally, y'all, to wake up every morning, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? And everybody can use that because that's for y'all, even though I got it copywritten. But that's for y'all. Another day alive, pay attention. Another day alive, God woke you up, inshallah. He woke you up mentally. He woke you up physically. You know who you are. You know where you at. Some people wake up in a mental hospital, don't even know they're in a room, don't know they're in planet Earth, don't even know that when their body is telling them it's time to go to the bathroom, all they have to do is get up and take some steps and go to a bathroom. But they will lay right there and urinate on themselves, defecate on themselves, because their mind is no longer intact and working. It's not working. So what they do on top of that, they induce us with more drugs. They induce us with more drugs. That's going to do what? Going to kill off the brain and the light inside of our body. You don't see them people in the mental hospitals just... You don't see people that are suffering from mental illness. What they do is they just load them up with more and more drugs where their days are just for them to be like this. Lifeless. Unbeknownst to what's going on around them. We got to wake up. You see what Nerd said? Drooled out watching cartoons. Just like, quote unquote, when y'all first seen Juice. Remember with Tupac Shakur? Remember before Tupac Shakur was leaving that morning to go to school with his friends, he came in the room with his father and he gave him a $5 bill and he put it in his pocket. What was his father doing, y'all? His father was sitting there just like this in front of TV. He didn't even blink his eyes. Sitting there watching cartoons just... Why? Because he was gone. Because he was gone. You didn't even think about the mental anguish of that. Everybody paid attention to Juice because of Tupac Shakur and Omar Epps shooting the fucking gun trying to kill each other. How it started from children, a group of friends that wanted something better, and they felt as though that they could rob Radamez, the old man in the corner store. Remember how they said, it's Radamez, he ain't gonna do nothing. We can get the money and get in and get out. That's how it all starts. Appreciate you, open-minded. Got to get them babies to school. Started out just a little quick money to go to a party. Little quick money go to the party. But Tupac, see what y'all failed to realize was, and they showed you in blind sight, but you jumped over it. See, when Tupac was getting ready to leave that morning, when he went and gave that $5 to his father, you notice they were staying in his grandmother's house. So Tupac was staying with his father in his grandmother's house, meaning his grown father was living under the roof with his mother, meaning his mental was totally destroyed. He couldn't take care of his own self. He couldn't pay his own bills. Shit, he didn't even know how to move, it seemed like. Dex, top of the top. Because mentally, he was gone. Mentally, he was gone. They say it's two things that once they go, they'll never come back. Do y'all know the two things they said once they go, they will never come back? Do everybody know what the two things that they say once you let them go, they'll never come back? Do you know what the two things are? Do y'all know what the two things are? Do y'all know what the two things are? Shot, salute.
Salute. What's good with it, Dice?
We in here like swimwear.
I know that's right. Shout out to all the big brain people in the building. Into it right early on the podcast.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This is the Wake Up Show, man.
But this is the first one. It's the kickoff. So.
Episode 1, and it was beautiful, man.
Absolutely, man. I just want to come and spread the word, spread the love, my guy.
I'm here. It ain't nothing but running back to you. I see you out there getting to it.
Right now, every day.
We're going to try to do it 7 in the morning and 7 at night. The guard hour. That's the energy we trying to stay on, man.
That's peace and power. So love, man.
Salute.
Let me clock it on the plantation.
Get that money. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's the safe way.
You already know.
Salute.
Hey.
Peace. Nerd said, remember Nutso from above the rim. That's a fact. It's a fact. Nutso. He said, I always leave with a jewel. The cheat code to life is living it to everyone. That's a fact. But you know, it's 2 things in this world that I told you. Once you let them shits go, they're never going to come back. The first one is a balloon. The first one is a balloon. If you're ever outside, you don't notice you get a little balloon for your child. You know, you got a balloon or something like that. You notice people come together every year annually for a balloon release. Because you know, once that balloon go, it's never coming back. But the most important thing, once your mind go, once this thing right here go, it's never coming back. Yo, I love y'all all for coming out for the first episode of the Big Dice Wake the Fuck Up show. The Wake the Fuck Up morning show. Not wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. All of us. Wake the fuck up. I need to wake up. Y'all need to wake up. Our children need to wake up. Our parents need to wake up. We all need to wake up. Can you dig it?
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Hold up, the dog pulled up. The dog pulled up. We can't go nowhere. Dog pulled up.
Yeah, I'm out here with the iron hand.
That's right. Ain't nothing wrong. Top of the top. I see you. I see you, Joe.
Talk, baby.
That's a fact. Grown folks' business.
Right. Every day I'm going to do work.
7 in the morning and 7 at night. We doing it for God's will. You heard me?
That's right. Keep it positive. Everybody that popped in this morning, most definitely, I had a great beginning of the week. Smitty Grim, most definitely, you know what I'm saying? We trying to elevate, so, you know, high is the way.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So I'm going to get with you later.
Peace and love, blood.
Peace and love.
All right. Pardon me, y'all. I had to get into that because the jaw came up. Shout out to Dog Soldier. Sheep State, I see you in the building, bro. Yo, Sheep State, make sure y'all get over to that brother, man. Like, seriously, y'all. Get the Sheep State Sleep TV. I keep telling y'all, you the only one I be worried about, Sheep. I ain't gonna front. Your ass, I'll watch your ass, but it's not a bad worryation. It's not no bad worryation, man. Ain't no bad worryation. What I worry about with you, bro, is they're going to try to eliminate us. When it comes to Sheep State Sleep TV, that man got a breakdown game that's incredible. Incredible. A breakdown game that's totally incredible. And he know what he's talking about, man. You know what he's talking about. And it's all right. See, it's all right to catapult and jump off and give your input on great conversation. You know, on YouTube, we'll do 100 shows on one person that supposedly snitched. We'll do 100 shows on one person that's supposedly gay. We'll do 100 shows on one person that's homeless. We'll do 100 shows on somebody that don't have no money. But how come we don't do 100 shows off of great content? The destruction of the black race, the destruction of the black man, the humiliation of the world as one. We don't talk about why we can't keep talking. The great shows like that will not be heard or seen because they're overpowered with wicked. They're overpowered with wickedness. Me personally, I made my decision up. I told myself this. Everything I go through is my fault. I gotta accept that, and I will give no one else the glory of saying it's their fault because of what I did. But inshallah, the best part about going through the struggle, the best part about going through the war, y'all, is when you wake up and get the cleansing. You get the cleansing, your soul get cleansed. Because I'm an adult. I want everybody to say that shit in here. I am an adult. You are an adult. You're not a child. Things that you did as a child, you did as a child. Things you did as a teenager, you did as a teenager. But it's time for us to start doing things as adults. I appreciate y'all so much for coming to this show. Y'all do know the name of the show, right? Well, let me tell you.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything that exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?